Wasted, all wasted. Tune in and waste some time with me. Waste some time hearing how I wasted time. About how I wasted time with a camera. It was a gift from the first woman I ever loved, a woman I still love very dearly. She found it, this surprise, while on some whirlwind adventure with a new bow. Found it, her letter said, in some little knick-knack place on the Adriatic coast. It was wrapped in a pillowcase she'd no doubt stolen from her Airbnb. A stack of that polystyrene foam filled out the well-taped box she'd sent it in. A gift, a surprise. To think after all these decades she'd still know exactly how to hit me right in the feels. Let this capture the beauty you find everywhere, her brief message continued. She'd not signed the card nor left a return address. Nothing that might actually point back to her. That handwriting though, those crisp letters and the transference of the perfume she always sprayed on her wrist, lingered on the flower-embossed card. The camera, what a beauty. Soviet Russia had a paucity for many things. Food, a future, original ideas. This camera, a beautiful copy of the famous Leica, was obviously designed to outlast those capitalist pig dogs or nuclear holocaust, whichever came first. Cold War politics and memories of my first love aside, I was captivated by this stunning lump of metal instantly. I loaded some cheap film and headed up the mountains, down the highway, through the industrial estate, across farmlands. I wasted some 120 kilometres worth of petrol I couldn't afford in a car that I drove seemingly to its limits, up a mountain designed for Sunday drivers and Japanese tourists with matching polos, crisp white shoes and tour leaders with loudspeakers, holding onto a flag and a empty stick to rally their excited, ambling busload of human cargo. This beautiful mountain, starting from the bottom with gentle rolling hills of farmland and cows lazily chewing the grass, up the winding path through temperate forests. Big, white trunks of eucalyptus slowly creep upwards. Upwards, up the mountain I wind. In such a short space of time I'm in the tropical rainforest. The yellow farms and the dry whites of the bushland have disappeared, replaced with vivid greens shooting from every single sunlit surface. Wasted time. I fumbled with the settings on my new camera, wasted time. Struggling with the stupid rangefinder and the stupid focus system, and the stupid way the aperture ring is on the front of the lens. The stupid pull-out lens, the stupid way the film loads, the stupid way there's no strap on the body of the camera. It was stupid, and I've instantly fallen in love with it. The path to the waterfall was littered with locals and tourists alike. Parents coaxed tired toddlers down the windy path. Insta-whores dressed inappropriately for inappropriate photos. Tourists stepped carefully around the sodden parts of the track, not to wet their lovely holiday shoes, and me enjoying every last second. They trudged, sludged, slid and cobbled their way to that small viewing platform. They came, they selfied, and they left. It's a small waterfall, nothing too spectacular. It cascades into a largish pool, then tumbles down the valley. Small, beautiful, and bite-sized. Fern sucklings cling for life around the edges of the waterfall, reaching like a child to its father towards the sun. Lamington crays hide in rock crevices, awaiting for the evening when they can venture out in safety, away from the trampling feet and 1,000 clicking cameras. I try to repress feelings I don't currently have a name for. The feeling you get when you're baffled that someone will come this way to show they can take a selfie. It's the exact same selfie in the same pose, with exactly the same smile, head tilt, hand on hip, knee slightly bent in every location they go to. Does that feeling have a name? The background, the waterfall, the ocean vista, valley, cityscape, garden monument, almost all inconsequential, background noise to ensuring that they, not the stunning setting, take centre stage on their adventures. Nearby a beautiful escarpment overlooks the cloud-modelled valley. This, I thought to myself, this is a place to waste time. Small assemblages of people, nestled on the slope, wrapped in warm jumpers and blankets, sipping drinks, snacking, stopping, enjoying peaceful views. People just wasting time in the most perfect way. Lovers, families, groups of friends stopping, not for a photograph, but for a memory. I wasted time walking down the main drag of the tourist strip, a collection of coffee shops, toffee shops, knick-knacks and bric-a-bracs, a town where the coffee is overpriced and burnt. I wasted time noticing everything I shouldn't, the council toilets, bins, the ashtrays. I had a feeling that if I was here earlier, I would have struck it lucky. It would have been bumper to bumper of classic cars and pretty girls ready to be photographed by me. Instead, I bumbled down the main street, cold in my shorts, fumbling with my camera. Classic cars and pretty girls had been replaced by balding, middle-aged men in pearl-white Teslas parking in the bus zone to cross driveways and in no-stopping zones. Cold, having wasted an afternoon, a tank of petrol and nearly a whole roll of film, I wound back down the mountain. I seemed to be the last in a convoy of cars, no doubt stuck behind some grey nomad on a Sunday drive, the herpes of the highway. I finish up the roll at home, photographs of nothing, finally thinking I might have the knack of this. I wasted the roll on photos I probably would be indifferent to. I struggle to spool the film onto the reel to develop, and I know that some of the chemicals I'm using are very old. Still, I struggle on. The moment of truth arrives. I pull the negatives off the spool and images. I have 8 working images of 24. I wasted a weekend, struggling with a camera I don't know how to use. I wasted a day, a tank of petrol, a roll of film. But if you're happy to waste a day with me doing things we love, well, I'm happy to waste a day with you.